I'm going to start laying down. Today's practice is to open the heart space. So I might even put a block under my head here or a blanket under my head and just take a moment to bring your left hand below your collarbones, right hand at the navel, and breathe in and out slowly. Breathe into the belly, then breathe into the ribs. End your inhale up at the collarbones, and then exhale collarbones, ribs, and navel. Inhaling navel, ribs, collarbone, and exhale in the opposite direction. Stay lying on your back a few more moments. Just coming into that heart space. Reading to you today from Melody Beattie, Journey to the Heart. She talks about awakening to your heart's contentment. One day, she says, you'll awaken to discover your life is all you wanted and hoped it would be. Oh, she says, you'll not find everything just the way your head said it wanted. It might not be exactly the way that you planned, but you'll awaken to your dreams of joy, love, and peace, your dream of freedom. You'll see beyond the illusions. You'll transcend your old limiting beliefs. You'll wake up and notice that your past is just as it needed to be. You'll see that where you are today is good. You'll notice that you laugh a lot. You might even cry a lot. That you smile a lot. You'll look at tomorrow with peace, faith, and hope, knowing that while you cannot control some of what life does, you do have possibilities and powers in any circumstance that life may bring. The struggle you might have lived with, a struggle in your heart, has disappeared. You're secure, at peace with yourself and your place in this world. And she finishes by saying, one day you'll awaken to your heart's contentment. Let that day be today. Take a big breath in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. You're still laying down, roll to your side and bring yourself up to a seat, gently, with awareness, with mindfulness. I'm going to use one of my blocks today to sit on to bring myself up a little bit higher for opening chants. You can cross your legs either by bringing your heels in alignment with the groin, or you can cross your legs, your feet under your knees if that feels good for you. If your hips are grumpy, you can certainly take bound angle pose. Okay, that's a nice option as well. So find a seat that feels nice for you. There's a few options there. And we'll bring our hands towards our heart center and start with a peace mantra. So today I'm practicing it call and response, so you can practice it with me. I'll chant one line and then you'll repeat it. Om Sahina Bhavatu. And your turn. Sahina Bhunaktu. Your turn. Sahaviryam Karvavahe. Your turn. Do your best at this lovely peace mantra. Tejasvinava. Ditamastu. Your turn. Last line. Ma vid vishavahe. We end with Om Shanti 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 together. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May we practice together in peace today. May our peace illuminate others. May we never have seeds of hatred for one another. May we open more space in our heart center today. Not only receive more love, but to give more love. And we'll release the mudra, Anjali mudra. And we're going to take alternate nostril breathing. So you can choose to use your hands or not. You can just try to use your mind to do this if you'd like today. I'm going to take the left hand in Jnana mudra, index finger to thumb, palm up. Right hand is in a fist. Open the thumb and the last two fingers. We're going to bring our thumb to our right nostril and breathe in through the left. And then we're going to be changing, breathing out through the right, in right, out left. Okay, ready to start? Thumb to right nostril. Inhale through the left. Good. Take your ring finger to the left nostril, close it off. Exhale right. Stay there. Don't change sides of nostrils. Inhale right. And exhale left. That's one round. We'll take two more rounds. Inhale left. Good. If you want a little more challenge, try it without your hands. Exhale through the right. Inhale right. And exhale left. Just one more round, then we'll get moving with the body. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. And exhale left. Bring both hands down, palms on the legs. Close the eyes for a moment. Lift your spine as tall as you can. Pull the chin in towards the throat. And roll your shoulders back. Let your heart space get a little bigger. Crowd the heart by rounding your shoulders. See if you can pull your shoulders back. And then open the eyes. We're going to make our way to all fours on the floor. You're welcome to use your blanket under your knees if you'd like. I'll be doing that today. So I'm going to first face the front side of my mat. And I'm going to take my fingers, my hands down for cat-cow. But I'm going to do something a little different today. I'm going to turn my fingers back towards my knees. Now that might be a little bit intense through the shoulders and through the wrists. So if that is, turn your fingers out today. What we're trying to do is get a little more space around the collarbones and the heart center. So we're going to drop the belly for cat-cow, lifting the head, breathing in. As we exhale, we'll round the spine. Okay, so let's give it a try. Spread the fingers, try to turn the fingers back as much as you can. Drop the belly, lift the head, look up. Inhaling, and then exhale, round the spine, gaze into the navel. Drop the belly, lift the head, inhale. Look between the eyebrows. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, drop belly, lift head. Breathing in. Exhale, round. Two more. Inhale, drop belly, lift head. Breathe in. Exhale, round. One more. Shoulder blades glide down the back. And exhale. And walk your hands back and shake out your wrists. So either they were out or back. There's a lot of tension you might have built in them. We're going to take one block and we're going to have our right knee down on the blanket. And we're going to face the side of the mat. So we're going to take our block to the right in a direct line, straight line out from the right knee. Extend your left leg long. Inhale, reach the left arm up and all the way over the head. Good. Keeping your gaze forward for 5 breaths. Try to drop your shoulders away from your ears. Lift your heart a little bit forward and up. So we're going to our right. Right knee is on the floor, left leg is long. One more breath. Now let's turn our gaze up. So just open your heart. See if you can open your rib cage up to the sky with the gaze. Pull your shoulder blades together on your back. 3 more breaths. Staying 5 breaths in these postures. 1 more breath. Good, and then come up and turn your toes to be parallel to the edge of the mat. Keep the right knee down. Right hand's behind you. Lift the left arm high for 5 breaths. As you lift the left arm, start to lift your heart, lowering the shoulders. See if you can lift your gaze up, lift your chin up. That's optional. Three more breaths. Breathing in, belly, ribs, heart. Exhaling, heart, ribs, belly. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Nicely done. And we'll change sides. So we're going to turn to face the back of our mat now. Cat-cow again. Try your fingers back again. So if last time you had your fingers out, see if they're warmed up. The wrists are warmed up, and you can maybe take your fingers facing back towards your knees. 5 rounds of cat-cow. Widespread fingers. Drop the belly. Inhale, lift the head, look up. Exhale, round the spine, gaze into the navel. Drop the belly, lift the head. Inhale. Exhale, round. That's 2. 3 more. Inhale. Look up. Exhale, round. 2 more. One more. And then come back to the toes, sitting on the toes if you can. Give your arches of your feet a nice stretch and shake out your wrists. And then we'll take our left knee down now. So our left knee is down and our right toes are facing away from the midline of our body. Taking the left hand on a block out from the left knee. The reason we're using a block is to give our heart a little more space today. Take the right arm up and over the ear, but keep your gaze forward. Squeeze the right quadriceps, keep them strong. Lift up through the pelvic floor. Belly is active, heart is open, shoulders are melting away from the ears. Try 2 more breaths. Really try to feel the breath through the belly, the ribs, then the heart. Exhale, heart, ribs come together, and the belly button presses back to spine. 1 more. Now turn your gaze upward and allow your heart to pivot up. You can even put your hand on your rib cage and open a little more. Watch your balance here. Keep lifting your heart to touch the ceiling or the sky if you're outdoors. Two more breaths. One more breath. And then coming back, take your left hand to your low back. Turn your right foot to be parallel to the edge of the mat. That'll give you a little more support here. We're still on our left knee. Inhale, reach up, palm is facing back. I want you to try to reach the sky with your right hand. Reach as high as you can, lifting your heart. Imagine that there's a beautiful rope attached to the heart, lifting it up very high. Turn your gaze up. You want to give yourself a little bit more lift. You can lift your chin, but that's optional. Keep your right leg very active. Left leg active, glutes active. Take 2 more big breaths. Feel the belly open, ribs open, heart open. And then exhale, heart, ribs, belly. One more time. Nicely done. And release. So now we're going to move any props from our mat and come to face the front of our mat for a slow sun salutation C. Making your way to the front of your mat. Toes are together and the heels are slightly apart. Cross your thumbs. It doesn't matter which thumb is on top. Inhale, lift the heart. Lift really high through the heart. Imagine that beautiful rope lifting you up. And then exhale, you can bend your knees and forward fold, or you can straighten your legs depending on how warmed up you already feel. Inhale, lift your head a bit and step the right foot back. We're going to take the knee down, reach up, breathe. And we're going to interlace the fingers behind the head. So this is a variation of sun salutation C. Elbows are out to the sides, and you're really pulling the elbows back behind you towards the back of your mat as you lift the heart. Hands are supporting your head. Try to get tall through the torso while you squeeze the elbows back. Take 3 more breaths. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Very nicely done. Hands come down, and we're going to come to downward facing dog. Stretch your left foot back to down dog. Now from here, lower your knees. Let your shoulders go forward and bring your torso down. Knees, chest, and chin. Feet come together. Hands are back by your chest. Inhale, pull your elbows in. Slow cobra lift. Keep your pelvis on the floor. And now bend your knees. Stretch back to down dog. And we're going to step the right foot forward and exhale, left foot forward. We'll try the left side. Cross the thumbs. Inhale, reach up nice and high. Exhale, option to bend the knees or straight legs, but a straight spine. Now the left side. Inhale, step your left foot back, lower the knee, take a breath. Bring your hands up and interlace your fingers once again behind the head. Pull your elbows as far back as you can. It helps to lower the shoulders and to squeeze your shoulder blades together using the muscles between your shoulder blades, the rhomboid muscles. Lift up and out of your hips. 4 more breaths. Belly, ribs, heart. Exhale, heart, ribs, belly. Stay with it. Keep giving your all. This is going to help you open the heart center for more acceptance of ourselves and others today. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Now bring the hands down and make your way into downward facing dog. Lower the knees, stretch your heart forward, lower the torso down, big exhale here. Legs are close together, pull your elbows into your side body. Inhale, lift up into a cobra pose, bhujangasana. Keep squeezing your elbows to your side body. And then exhale, bend your knees and make your way back to downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, step your left foot forward. Exhale, right. Cross the thumbs, reach up nice and high, and then exhale, release. So just that one. So we're going to make our way now to face the side of the mat, and take your 2 blocks with you, please. So with our blocks, we're going to take our 1 block to the right. Facing the side of the mat, we're going to stretch our feet wide, make some space, turn the right toes open. Bring that front block right on the outside of the right foot. We want to prop this Trikonasana posture so we really get some opening in the torso, the chest, the collarbones, and around the heart. So my right foot is open to the right, my left foot is parallel to the edge of the mat. Inhale, extend your arms out. Block in right hand, look right, reach right. Bring your right block on top of the left block. Left arm goes up, and we're going to take 3 circles with the left arm forward in front of your face. 1, exhale as it comes down. Inhale as you lift. Exhale, 2. Watch your balance. Spread your toes. Ball of the foot is active. 3, your gaze can follow your hand. Now reach up, look up. Let's go backwards. Exhale, 1. 2. Inhale as the hand rises. 1 more. 3. Good work. Now, to really open the heart center, we're going to bring the left hand behind the back and turn our gaze up. Roll your shoulder blades away from the front side of the mat. Squeeze the shoulder blades on your back and look up. If looking up isn't comfortable, you can keep your gaze forward. Feel the breath. Breathe into the belly, the ribs, and all around the chest. And then exhale, chest, ribs, and belly. 2 more breaths. Really wildly active legs, open hip, open heart. 1 more breath. Nicely done. Bend the right knee and reach your right arm up and over. Now straighten the right leg for reverse Trikonasana and turn your gaze under the right arm, gazing up to the sky. 5 breaths. Really active legs. If you feel out of balance, you can bring your feet closer to one another. One more breath. Nice. And then coming up. Let's change sides. So we're going to move our blocks to the other side. Right foot is parallel to the edge of the mat. Left toes are long. Again, if that felt a little out of balance, bring your feet closer to one another. They don't have to be so far apart. Left block down flat on the outside of the left foot. Extend your arms. Hips are facing the side of the mat because the back foot is nice and open. Inhale. Exhale. Reach left. Swing your hips right. Look left. Bring your block down on top of the left block. Take the right arm up. Now circles. Exhale as the hand comes down. Gaze follows. Inhale. Squeeze the legs. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Change directions. Exhale. In. Exhale. Try to take a big breath through the heart, belly, ribs, heart. 1 more. Reach up. And now take your hand, back of the hand against the back body. Slide the hand down as much as you can. Roll your right shoulder back, and if possible, turn the gaze up. Try to take a little weight out of your left hand, so don't press too hard on the block. Use your abdominal strength, your leg strength to hold you up. Roll the right shoulder blade back and down. One more breath. Now, bend the left knee, release the arms, and then take your right hand down, turn your left palm up, reach up and straighten your left leg. Turn your gaze upward, but try to keep your right hip open. Both sides of the chest are open. 5 breaths. One more big breath in. Breathe out through the mouth. Making more space and come out of this posture. All right, we're going to turn our toes facing the edge of the mat. You can move your blocks so they don't get in your way. And let's take our hands behind us, interlace the fingers. And as we interlace the fingers, we're going to keep our elbows out to the sides. We're going to try to bring our palms together today. So elbows are out to the sides. Pull your elbows together, and that'll bring your palms together. And then you can straighten your arms. So again, it's interlace. Now pull the elbows together, palms together, and straighten the arms. Okay? Feet are going to turn in just a little bit. Heels are turning out. Toes in, heels out. Lift your heart. See if you can lift it higher and higher and higher, taking a little back bend here. Now, slight bend the knees, forward fold, chin can come towards the throat. See if you can keep your palms close to one another as you reach your hands over your head, slowly. 5 breaths here. Gazing past the heart into the navel. One more breath. Now release the hands to the floor and walk your hands toward the front of your mat. Step your left foot closer. Inhale, lift your heart. Your left toes are turning out just a little bit. Lift your heart, roll your right hip back. Exhale, forward fold. Try to walk your hands back, fingers facing back. See if you can kiss your right knee. Now lifting your head and walk your hands forward, step your left foot 1 step to the left. Okay, so open your stance a little bit. We're coming into warrior 1. Bend your right knee, reach your arms up, and we're going to bring our hands to cactus pose. Bend the elbows out to the sides. But we're going to open our arms back just a little bit behind our shoulders today. So lift your heart, pull in your ribs, let your low back be nice and long. Turn your gaze up to the point between the ceiling and the wall. Front knee is bent just above the ankle. Right glute is active, left one's a little softer. Nice, and release the hands. We're going to turn all the way to the back. So now our right toes are turned out just a little bit. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, this is Parsvottanasana, intense side stretch, forward fold. Now you can always bend your left knee if needed. Walk your hands back, fingers facing back for 5 breaths. 3 more breaths. Nice. Walk your hands forward. Step your right foot to the right. Good. Get some space for your hips. Bend your left knee. Reach your arms up for warrior one in cactus arms. Make a long low back by pulling your pubic bone towards your navel. Pull your rib cage in. Big cactus arms. See if you can bring your arms behind your shoulders. Turn your gaze up. 5 breaths. Wide spread fingers. Keep rolling your right hip forward, left hip back. Active left glute. One more breath. And releasing the arms, step the right foot to meet the left foot for dancer pose. Left arm is high. Bend your right knee and reach for your right ankle. Option to stay here. If you want to go a little further in this posture, put a soft bend in your left knee and kick away your right leg. Kick, 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 and counterbalance with the upper body. Don't forget to breathe. One more breath. And come back to the center. Let's try the other side. So put all of your weight in your right foot. Spread your toes. Lift the arch of the right foot. Slight bend in left knee. Right arm goes high and left hand's out. Reach for your outer left foot. Lift up nice and high through the right arm first. Maybe you stay here working on your balance. Or bend the right knee, kick away with the left leg. And then start to come into a straighter right leg again. One more. I'm going to work on our core strength standing. So in this posture, it's easy to stick your belly forward, your bottom out. But I'm going to ask you in Utkatasana today to pull your belly in. So pull the pubic bone towards the navel. Okay, so you're going to pull the belly in as you sit down as far as you can. But don't, it really is tempting to drop that belly forward and sit down further. But you want to keep pulling it in, pulling it in, pulling it in. And then when you're ready, reach your arms up and then bring them into cactus and pull your shoulder blades together. And watch out, because when you come to cactus, your ribs want to jut forward. So keep pulling in for core strength. Pull in your ribs, turn your gaze forward, slightly forward in front of your mat. Keep pulling your shoulder blades together, but watch what happens to your rib cage when you do that. Pull in the ribs, pull in the belly. Legs are touching one another. Good. 2 more breaths. This is the toughest one. 1 more breath. Then we'll be ready to make our way to the floor. All right, so one knee down, other knee down. Some lighter back bends today. We've done a lot of back bending already in the class. So just take your hands under your forehead, turn the heels in, toes out. Now lifting the head, we're going to take our hands back and palms down. We're going to lift one leg at a time. So lift your head until your chin comes to the floor. And then lift the left leg high. Press through the front of the right foot. Press through your hands. Keep pointing your left toe, looking forward. Good, and release. Lift the left leg. Point the toe, press through the front of the left foot. Left leg is very active, very strong. Take one more breath. And release. Now, an easy way to practice a modified bow pose. We're going to come up to our elbows and turn onto your right side. So we're going to take the top leg back like we did in dancer's pose. And let's take the hand on the inside of the foot and lift your foot back and allow it to open your chest. But don't sink in the right arm. I want you to push away from the floor with the arm. There's a lot going on here. Right leg is very active, foot is active. Left foot is pressing back, opening your chest in a lovely, gentle way. Right elbow is pressing into the floor. And of course, we're smiling. We're living our heart's content today. Keep lifting. Try 3 more breaths. We're staying a little longer here. Roll your shoulder blades back. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And release. Come to the other side. So we're going to lay on our left hip now. So modified bow pose. We're going to lift our right leg, bend the knee, reach for the inside arch. Lift the leg a little bit higher and move back. Lower your right shoulder blade down your back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift your heart, gazes just in front of you. Keep pressing the foot into the hand. Don't forget your left elbow. Press down to the left elbow. Feel a beautiful opening happening in the heart center. We've been working towards this today. Your body's ready for it. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Nice. And then release. And we're going to lay on our back. Thank goodness. Some may say that the heart chakra is the hardest one to open, the easiest to close, to be blocked. Notice your breath. Inhale, belly, ribs, and heart. If you want, you can use your hands. 1 below the navel, 1 just under the collarbones. Exhale, heart, ribs, belly. One more breath. All right, then stretching the feet long, legs long, open your eyes, bring the right knee in towards the chest, Ardha Apanasana. Make your right foot flexed. And then cross the right leg over to the left. Extend your right arm long, looking right. One more breath. And then head goes center and bring yourself back to neutral. This extend the right leg and bring the left leg in. You can either have your hand on your shin or behind your thigh. Excellent for stretching out the low back. Right leg is very active, heel is pressing forward. And the right hand goes on the outside of the left leg and crosses over. Left arm goes left, gaze goes left. Feel a nice, subtle stretch of the pectoral muscles here as you really extend your left arm. Trying to keep the left shoulder down on the floor as much as possible. All right, and then bring the left leg back. And we're going to use our blanket for shoulder stand or a variation. So if you're taking a variation today, here's what we'll be doing. You can have your blanket under your spine for both shoulder stand and the variation. We'll lay back on the blanket and let your head and shoulders hang off. Now, to not come into shoulder stand, which is perfectly fine, you can put the block under your sacrum and lift your legs. Practice nice lift up to get ready for shoulder stand. So everybody can start there. But we're all going to pull our shoulder blades together and lift the heart. Head is hanging off the blanket. You can stay here, flexing your feet and pressing your heels up. If you don't want to come into shoulder stand today, Sarvangasana. Or you can take your feet behind you. Hands come to middle back. And then lift one leg and then the other. And point your toes or flex your feet. Play with it a little bit. Ten breaths is all today. Otherwise, your back's on the floor, bottom's on the block, and you're lifting your feet as high as you can. Six more breaths. And now lower one foot down and the other foot down behind your head. Hands come down, roll down slowly. You might need to remove the block if you had a block there. Roll down nice and slow with control, with control. And bringing the legs down really slowly. Try to bring them down both together. Use your core strength. Now we'll need to move the blanket and we're going to move it to put it under our hearts and take a modified, roll it up, take a modified fish. So put it under your heart. Let your arms be out like a cactus or a T, and turn the crown of your head to the floor, lifting your heart. Eight breaths here. We're on breath 3. Feel the full range of your breath, belly, ribs, heart, filled with wonderful air. And exhale out the mouth. Anything around your heart that no longer serves you. Have you been holding a grudge? really squeezes the heart center. There's something you're hanging on to. It's time to let go. 4 more on your own. Done. And then bend the knees and roll to one side and remove your blanket from under your back, and please place it under your head for a guided heart meditation. Feet are wide, hands are wide, chin is towards the throat. Lengthen your tailbones. The low back is nice and long. Pull your chin towards your throat, shoulder blades together. And I'll be sitting up to lead you in this guided meditation. You're welcome to stay laying down if you'd like, or sit up. Bring your awareness to your breath. I'm going to help you connect to the center of love, empathy, and compassion, the Anahata chakra. Anahata chakra, Anahata means unstruck. It's the center of the heart, associated with the color green, emerald green. It's a center of love, peace, joy, unity, compassion, generosity, self-love, acceptance, and love for others. Bring your awareness to this center. It is associated with the element of air. So just like air is all around us, so is love. But we have to be open to it. So the goal is to open the heart center, to give and receive more love. Breathing in, connecting to the heart. Big breath in, fresh air in. Breathe out and make space. Make space in the heart center. Breathe out anything that's no longer serving you one more time. Breathe in fresh air, full of possibility. And breathe out to get a little more space here. Good. Let's take a longer exhale now. Try to make it notably longer than the inhale. 3 times. One more. Longer exhale. Now let the breath go. Just breathe naturally, no longer controlling the breath. Bring into your mind's eye a picture of someone that you love, someone close to you. See them in all their detail. Sending them loving kindness today. May they be happy. May they be healthy. May they be safe. And may they be free. Notice how they respond when you've sent them that beautiful, loving kindness intention. Maybe there's someone else you'd like to send it to today as well. Picture them in your mind's eye. May they be happy. May they be healthy. Maybe it's a group of people. May they be safe and free. Now let your mind wander to visualize a neutral person in your life, someone that you see from time to time. Maybe someone who walks down your street, walking their dog, or someone you just see, a neighbor, every now and then. It's one at your favorite store. Picture them clearly. You don't know them well. And send them some loving kindness. May they be happy. May they be healthy. May they be safe. And may they be free. Say it to yourself as if you were whispering it to them. May you be happy. May you be healthy. Be safe and free. Now, in your mind's eye, visualize someone you're having difficulty with, either currently or in the past. Keep your heart open here. It's challenging. But next, you're going to wish them loving kindness in all ways. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. And may you be free. You just freed your space in your heart. Lots of space in your heart. Now, see yourself lying here on the floor in Shavasana in this guided meditation, having given up so much loving kindness. I want you to wrap yourself in loving kindness. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be safe. And may I be free. See yourself, say it to yourself. It's very important. Wrapping yourself in a big blanket of loving kindness. feeling all that positive, loving kindness energy today. Others will notice it as they see you. It'll be in your eyes. It'll be in your shoulders, in your chest, in your arms, definitely in your hands. Throughout your whole torso, into your legs, into your feet. Feel loving kindness spreading throughout the whole body, across your face, into the organs. May everything that we do today come from the space in our hearts, a space loaded with loving kindness. Let today be the day we live to our heartfelt content. Start to stretch the body, first through the fingers, and then the toes, coming back into this place and time. And then make other stretches that feel comfortable to you. And slowly roll on to your right side. Let your arm be under your right ear. Turn your nose down towards the floor, just to activate the cool, meditative side. Our left side, the moon side. The one that reminds us to slow down, make space in the heart center. Breathe in some fresh air and take a long exhale, creating more space, releasing tension around the heart, whatever binds us there. Now bring your left hand down to the floor, please, and gently bring yourself back to a seat. Hands at the heart center. Om Shanti 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 together. Breathing in. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. It's an honor to lead your heartfelt content practice today. Thank you. Om Shanti. Feel free to ask questions or send me questions on email. If you would like to receive the peace mantra and a recording of me chanting it so you can practice it for these classes, please send me a little note today on email and I will return with the recording of it for you and the words written out, okay? In case you've forgotten it or have not learned it. Om Shanti.